Compound nouns are formed when two or more words are blended together as one. That is what comes to mind when I hear the word Thunderbolts. The movie has been anticipated for a long period of time. It was first teased in 2021 by Kevin Feige during the Comic Con as part of Phase 4. The whole idea was about creating a team of misfits who are not the conventional heroes that Marvel usually made. A team up made up of horrible people. There were superhumans, killers, assassins with no code. In short, they wanted to be the improved Suicide Squad without the flaws that plagued them. The film was announced at a time when Kevin Feige's public image was at an all-time high. A lot, and I mean a lot, has changed since then. The cast announced failed to inspire confidence in the overall direction of the MCU.
Bringing shame upon my dojo.
First, the main cast stories will be further explored in Disney Plus shows. Characters like Bucky Barnes, Ilana Belova, John Walker have vital stories that will not be explored in theaters. Second, how will their stories be explained to the casual viewer without lots and lots of expositions? The obstacles facing the release were too much to bear. Will the studio crumble or repeat all the problems that have plagued most of their entries? Not to mention that the movie is coming out during the worst time for Marvel. Captain America: Brave New World, which was the previous film, failed spectacularly in the box office. The movie received mixed reviews, different from the times that most of the releases unified everyone. With the Phase 5 coming to an end, most people are asking themselves if there will be any movie that will reach the heights of Spider-Man: No Way Home. The movie that all movies are measured upon this day and age. The answer is kind of. The best parts of the movie are done with perfection, while the worst parts are the main things that have been plaguing Marvel movies for a while now. Let's get into the plot. The movie begins in Malaysia. Ilana Belova is working for Valentina Allegra de Fontaine to conceal her involvement with the Ox Group Sentry Superhuman project. She takes down soldiers, bombs a building with people inside, proving how much little regard she has for human life. Other soldiers like John Walker, Ava Star, Antonia Dreykov are working for her. Valentina is in big trouble. She's in the middle of an impeachment trial that will send her to prison if it is proved beyond any reasonable doubt that she has been responsible for illegal operations across the world. Valentina devises a plan to destroy all the evidence that will lead to her incarceration. This is the part we find that Bucky Barnes is in the United States Congress. He wants to put down Valentina for all her crimes. The problem is that there is no evidence. There is no eyewitness that can testify for her wrongdoings. All of Valentina's henchmen, including Elena, Paul Walker, that knew anything about her operations, are tricked into a mission, not knowing that it is a trap. They are all lured into a building that contains all of her secrets. Classified documents, phone, medical records, illegal research. The plan is to destroy everything that could be used in the impeachment trial. When the anti-heroes discover what is going on, it is near late. All the doors have been shut. Valentina wants to bomb the entire building together with everything inside. The anti-heroes have no choice but to work together to save their respective lives. Since they're the main superstars, they survive the assassination attempt and vow to put an end to Valentina once and for all. During the encounter, the misfits meet Robert Reynolds. In the comics, he's known as the Sentry, the Marvel version of Superman. The power of flight, super strength, speed, heat blast abilities, the whole shebang. Ilana is able to make a connection with Robert without not even knowing who he is. She still wants to save his life. It is delivered in the most organic way possible. Unlucky for the team, Valentina is able to manipulate Rob to work for her. When she finds out that he cannot be controlled, she kills him. In doing so, Rob turns to the Void, a powerful villain with the goal of bringing the world to darkness. No one is coming to save the world. The Avengers are gone. The Thunderbolts have to put their weaknesses aside to work as a team to fight a person they once called friend. First, let me go through the positive sides of Thunderbolts. This will be surprising because most of the movies have made this mistake. That is, the writers sat down to watch the Disney Plus shows. In past Marvel movies like The Marvels, Doctor Strange, the writers and producers actually admitted live on air that they did not read the comics or had not seen the Disney Plus shows. They will just make a film not having a clue whatsoever on what the characters were. In the Thunderbolts, however, the writers were sure about what the team are to their core. The team aspect is another thing that improves among the released films. Since Endgame, it was at least clear to most fans that Marvel are not capable of making a decent team-up film Aside from Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man, most, if not all, the movies have been bland, generic, forgettable, and just uninspiring. The team at least have some connection to each other. It isn't forced. It appears that the writers knew how to connect all the experiences and failures. Elena Belova stands out in the film. This is her movie. The movie should just be called Elena Belova. She carries the film. Most of the scenes happen because of her. A character that carries a film is something the studio has had trouble making. Most people, especially in the theaters, enjoyed Sentry. He was menacing, powerful, just a badass villain. Most people that thought that his powers would be morphed to ensure that the team at least had a chance of beating him. Most of the characters have something to do. Even someone like Ghost, who hasn't been the popular character of the group, does at least something. Moving on, the worst part of the film has to be the script itself. A lot of cracks plague the movie, which makes it unrealistic to believe. The team are able to escape from Valentina Allegra because she's one, if not one of the worst and idiotic villains we have ever seen. Going into spoilers here, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched the movie. Her plan is essentially to destroy all the evidence that could connect her in the impeachment. Understandable, it is done in the most stupid way possible. It is a film that wants the audience to take her character seriously. She is horrible in this movie. Elena Belova does not have superpowers. How does she have the power to fight the Winter Soldier or match his strength? The fight with Sentry, she should not have survived that fight. The team start operating in God mode. Their powers are elevated to new heights. In one hand, the Winter Soldier can punch a car away. In another scene, he cannot even carry a concrete cement. Sentry should have been given more scenes to show what he can do. He's one of the most interesting guys in the entire movie. The third act was the worst part of the film. They saved the world by holding each other. It clearly did not land the way the writers envisioned. The movies are decent, 5 out of 10. Most people are clearly going to overhype the movie, claiming it is the greatest thing they have ever seen. This is far from reality. So did you like the movie? What about the characters? Write down in the comments and I will be seeing you in the next video.